Hey guys, and welcome back to Clannad. So let's just jump right back in. It's evening. The five of us slowly descended down the slope. The heat during the day is getting cooler now, and the dry wind is blowing off the leaves, or that's blowing off the leaves feels good. The first day, I was forced to carry all their bags, but this time, I'm only carrying KOTOMI'S bag. I don't really know if they are being reserved, but this makes me feel a bit embarrassed.
明日から3連休ですね。
We have 3 days off of school starting tomorrow. Now that you mention it, you're right.
岡崎さんはどこか行かれるんですか？
Will you be going anywhere, Okazaki-san? I'll just stay at home and purr. I've actually forgotten about the consecutive holidays, so it's natural that I didn't plan anything. How about you, Furukawa? You're not going on a trip?
いえ、多分うちにいると思います。
No, I think I'll stay in the house. I see. How about you, Fujibayashi?
私も特に予定はないです。
I don't have any plans either.
ことみちゃんはどこか行くんですか？
How about you, Kotomi-chan? Will you be going anywhere?
Nope.
She shakes her head. Probably that's what I thought, but I wasn't particularly happy about being right now, or being right. Whoops. Apparently I cannot read today. Being here is everyone's leisure, huh?
それなら。
Well, if that's so...
私には予定聞かないってどういうこと？
You're not asking me if I have plans? What's this about? Kyo suddenly interrupts Fujibayashi, who seems to be in the middle of saying something. If your little sister doesn't have any plans, that would mean you don't either, right?
違うわよ。別にいつも2人で行動してるってわけじゃないんだから。
You're wrong. It's not like we have the same behavior, you know.
お姉ちゃん、どこか旅行行くの？
One-chan, are you going on a trip? The surprised little sister asks.
行かないわよ。一人でのんびりしてるつもり。
I'm not. I'm just planning on spending my time alone. It's the same as ours then.
聞かれることに意味があるのよ。
There's a meaning if you ask about it.
にしても、このメンツで動くのにも慣れたわね。
Besides that, you're already familiar with how this face acts, right? It's only been a week since all of you met, right?
そうだっけ？
Is that so? They were looking at each other's faces as I watched them.
そうなんだ。
That's right.
なんだかもう、ずっと前から一緒にいるみたいに思えます。
For some reason, it feels like we've been together long before. If we think about it, a lot of things had happened.
一緒にお昼を食べたり、
We ate lunch together.
バイオリンの発表会をしたり、
We made a violin recital.
ことみのヘタレな芸にダメ出ししたり。
Hopelessly appeared in KOTOMI'S poor performance.
ここ曲がる。
It bends here.
退屈だけはしなかったからいいけどね。
Well, we didn't really do anything boring, so it was all right. Kyo continues ahead, elegantly ignoring Kotomi, who's bending her elbow. For sure, we didn't do anything boring.
これからもいろいろなことがありそうです。
It seems there would be more things to come from now on.
そうです。楽しみです。
That's right. I'm looking forward to them.
これからもずっとこんな放課後が続いていけばいいです。
It would be good if things are always this interesting after school. Furukawa smiles sweetly while gazing at the distant sunset. By the way, Furukawa, I was thinking of asking you about this for a long time.
はい、なんでしょう。
Yes, what is it? Do you remember that we need to be doing club activities for ourselves?
すみません。すっかり忘れていました。
I'm sorry. I've completely forgotten. Oh, poor baby.
次会えるのは 火曜日ですね。
Our next meeting will be on Tuesday, won't it?
ま、連休なんてぐうたらしてればあっという
Well, if you do something good this coming holiday, it'd be surprising. Don't say such ominous things. You're going to work hard and be useful, right?
間よ。あんたこそ、せいぜい有意義にね。
You too. You're going to be useful as much as you can. It's a waste exchanging yells with a fellow free person like myself. I noticed that Kotomi had been silent for a while. She was staring at her friends that are surrounding her. She looks happy, also satisfied, but at the same time disappointed. It was a face with a completely puzzling look. Hey, Kotomi, your usual farewell greeting? She finally returns to herself as I spoke. Well,
りょうちゃん、また来週。
Ryo-chan, see you next week.
はい、また来週。楽しみにしてます。
Yes, let's have fun again next week.
なぎさちゃん、また来週。
Nagisa-chan, see you next week.
ことみちゃん、また来週。
See you next week too, Kotomi-chan.
きょうちゃん、また来週。
Kyo-chan, see you next week.
はいはい。あんたもいい連休にしなさいよ。
Yes, yes, have a good holiday too. Whoops, there's an update thing. Yes, yes, have a good holiday too, okay? And after the usual farewell greeting, the usual parting, and then only Kotomi and I are left on the foot of the hill. Shall we go? Yep. We started walking with just a little distance from each other. And then we arrived at the usual corner. If Kotomi can have a lot of friends, our time together will shorten. Though this is what I was hoping for, it made me feel a little lonely. Here, I hold the bag correctly and slowly pass it to Kotomi. I see her eyebrows frowned slightly as she received her bag. Is your hand still hurting?
だいぶ治ったけど、ちょっとだけ。
And loud cars again. Anyways, it's better now, but it hurts a little. I see. Don't overwork yourself and enjoy your holiday. Okay. Well then, see you again. I noticed that Kotomi was staring at me when I said that. Well,
ともやくん。ね。
Tomoya-kun, well,
お休みは、暇？
are you free this holiday? I'm free during that time, so it worries me that you say that harshly. Or say it that harshly. Well, nothing. Just continue what you were trying to say. Okay.
ね。
Well,
もしよかったらなんだけど。
if it's alright with you.
お休みの日に、二人で遊びに行きたいの。
I want to go and play with you this coming holidays. I suddenly end up staring at Kotomi's face seriously. Kotomi, the queen of the library, stepping out of her throne to see this kind of positive behavior. She holds a really deep, strong feeling rather than a shy one. Well,
一般的な名称で言うと、デートのお誘いなの。
in a much more popular term, it's called a date invitation.
ちょっと古典的な名称だと、相引きなの。
In a little classical term, it's called a meeting.
フランス語だと、ランデブーなの。
In French, it's rendezvous.
イタリア語だと、
In Italian, it's... Well, you don't need to translate it to other languages. I understand it properly.
そうなんだ。よかった。
I see. That's good. She looked kind of relieved, but then again, she immediately becomes worried.
もしかして、忙しい？
Could it be that you'll be busy? Well, I told you many, many times that I'm free.
そうなんだ。よかった。
I see. That's good. She looked kind of relieved, but then, once again, she becomes worried.
でも、 もしかして。
But I could be... Wait, wait, wait. Calm down for a while.
うん。私、頑張って落ち着いてみるの。
Okay. I'll try my best to calm down. Her appearance is hard to understand. She seems quite heated up. Kotomi, who looks like she has a fever running wild, empties her mind for a little while in order to cool off her brain.
どうにか落ち着いたの。
I've somehow become more relaxed. Well, about my answer. Bathing in her gaze that should have been full of tension and excitement, I slowly told her, I'm also free this following holiday, so let's go and play together. Do you understand?
ん？
Showing 3 question marks is not a good way to respond for someone trying to work this out.
あ、
Looks like she finally understood what I was saying.
本当に、私、いいの？
Well, are you really fine with me? It's fine. I was also thinking about fixing our time that has been short. You understand it this time, right?
うん。
Yep. She nods. She then takes a deep breath.
とっても緊張したの。
I was really, really nervous. She then gave me her usual smile that was a hint of shyness, or that has a hint of shyness. Sorry, I cannot read. I just woke up.
私、お弁当作るの。
I'll make some boxed lunch. Boxed lunch, huh? It's fine, but I think every place in the park would be crowded.
ん？
Well, I guess the question marks are fine. I kinda wanted to avoid lengthening the time for her left hand to recover by making her cook. When do you like to go?
私、いつでも大丈夫なの。
I'm fine with any day. I see. Well then, let's put it the next day. Sunday, right? Around 10 o'clock would be fine. And our meeting place would be... We might not be able to meet on a crowded... I'm thinking it's supposed to be in a crowded place. And since we're talking about Kotomi, I don't know what kind of strange uproar would happen. It should be something both of us know. A place that isn't that popular even on breaks. Let's see. How about here? I point at the ground where we're standing as I said that.
うん。あさっての日曜日、午前10時、ここで待ち合わせ。
Yep, we'll meet here this coming Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning.
私、忘れないの。
I won't forget. She answers honestly, her sunset-dyed forelock swaying. And now it is May 3rd. I woke up because of the sunlight coming from the window. I stayed spacing out for a while. A date with Kotomi, huh? Nope, that would be tomorrow. I did a Sukomi with myself. It seems like good weather outside. I'm sure most of the tourist spots would be filled with people. I wonder where I should go. She's definitely going to be making lunch, she said. Like I said, that would be tomorrow. I close my eyes and head back to sleep again. This room is hot! I spring up out of my bed. Staying idle in this kind of weather is hard. There's still 24 hours left before my meeting with Kotomi as I look at my watch. Like I said, stop switching the mood already. It'd be better if I didn't try to look good today. Maybe I should take a walk. I got up out of my bed. And as always, I walked alone in the street. With the sunlight making me sweat, it wouldn't be strange even if I hear the sounds of cicadas. I ate a simple lunch at a crowded fast food restaurant, and then I wasted my time with a cup of coffee. The bookstore, crowded during busy hours. I suddenly end up searching for that familiar hair ornament that wouldn't show up. I was spending the afternoon of the first day of my holidays doing that. I, who think becoming alone, or being alone, is the most comfortable thing, couldn't believe it. Evening. I never really set any destination, but I ended up walking here. Of course, there shouldn't be anyone here. What the hell am I doing? I don't think Kotomi would be laughing at this, though. And then, before long, darkness comes. The sun is coming near the mountains, and I feel the wind becoming colder. I stand still on the sidewalk for a while. I'm looking forward to going out to play with Kotomi, and I'm really happy that she's the one who invited me. But something's been always on my mind. Becoming alone makes me feel an unexpected rhythm. If I put it into words, it means slight regret. The wind blows again. Kotomi always walks on this road I know nothing about whenever she goes home. I walk there normally, but I stop as I feel uneasy. Someone was standing at the edge of the wall, blending with the darkness. It's a middle-aged gentleman, engulfed in an out-of-season coat. He looked familiar. He was the bad man that Kotomi was talking about before. Excuse me, I don't really understand myself why I started talking to him. The gentleman took a long, hard look at me, then said something in a surprised manner.
君はこの前、琴美くんと一緒にいた。
You were together with Kotomi-kun before. You are her... It seemed he hesitated on saying anything after that. Yes. I gave him a reply for the time being. If you're looking for Kotomi, she's probably at home.
いや、
Well,
ここから先にはどうにも足が進まなくてね。
I couldn't move forward from here no matter what. I look at him from top to bottom one more time. He's wearing a blue business suit, a coat made of thin cloth, and frameless glasses. He doesn't look like a company worker. The atmosphere around him seems thick, but he doesn't look like a bad person.
そういえば名乗ってなかったね。
Speaking of which, I haven't introduced myself yet, right? He faced me and smiled bitterly as he said it.
私は、簡単に言えば、彼女のご両親の同僚だ。
I am, to make it simple, her parents' co-worker.
君は一ノ瀬夫妻のことを知っているかね？
You have heard about the Ichinoses, right? Both her parents are splendid scholars. The old lady at the cafeteria was talking about something like that before. And that's the only thing I know about her family. I heard that they are splendid scholars.
ああ、一ノ瀬夫妻こそ立派と形容されるにふさわしい科学者だ。
Ah, yes, indeed. Splendid is an appropriate word for excellent scientists like the Ichinoses.
いいかね。観測できる時空だけが宇宙ではない。
Listen, observing space-time isn't only done in space.
世界がこの形を得る過程で剥がれ落ち、微細に封じ込められた次元、いわば隠された世界が存在する。
When the world was falling apart from obtaining the shape, it was in a fully enclosed dimension. So to say, hidden world exists.
その行方を夫妻は最初に突き止めた。
And they've found out where it's located.
正確に言えば突き止めたはずだった。
But if I say it exactly, they should have. I can't understand what in the world he's talking about, even more so than Kotomi's words. I'm sure he's telling me something about a world that doesn't have anything to do with my entire life. After that, the gentleman finally understands that I don't understand what he's talking about.
あ、失敬。
Ah, how rude of me.
とにかく、一ノ瀬夫妻の仕事を手伝えたことは、我々の生涯の誇りだよ。
Anyway, it was an honor to have been able to assist the Ichinoses in their work.
だが、あの子にとっては、我々は今も悪者のままなんだな。
But even now, we're still bad people to that girl, huh? This time, He gives a lonely smile instead of a bitter one.
ところで、君もおそらく琴美くんを待っていたんだろうね。
By the way, you're waiting for Kotomi-kun too, right? Nope. I noticed that the gentleman was looking at me with a teasing face as I answered. Did I look like that?
待ち人来たらずの帰り道という顔をしていたからね。
You look like you're someone who's going home because he didn't meet the person he's waiting for. He then asks me something as if he can see through me.
君は彼女の恋人かね？
Are you her lover? It's not right now, but... Right now? But before I could continue speaking, Kotomi's face springs to my mind. Her childlike behavior and her usual very serious expression. I was just thinking about how good it would be to be the closest one being watched by her. Even if what I'll be opening are only darkness, I don't know of afterwards. Not right now, but I'm thinking how nice it would be to be like that.
なるほど。いい答えだね。
I see, that's a good reply. He smiles as if he finds it amusing. But I am all out of time for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. So bye-bye.